Hello and welcome back to step-by-step-guitartuition.com. In this lesson I'm going to show you a method for changing a guitar string. How often you change your strings is a personal choice. Some guitarists will change them every couple of days, but obviously this can be very expensive in the long term. I find if you wipe your strings down with a clean cloth after every playing session, and especially under the strings where most of the dirt collects, you can extend the life of your strings quite considerably. Obviously if you're doing a recording session or a performance, then you'll want your tone and your tuning to be as good as it can be. So then you might want to put a fresh set of strings on your guitar, but if you're just practicing, then a regular wipe with a clean cloth is all you need to get the maximum life out of your strings. Also occasionally your strings will snap for no apparent reason, and when this happens it's okay to replace just one string without replacing the full set. Now I'm going to show you a method for changing a string on a standard electric guitar, but first let's take the old string off. So slacken the string using the tuning peg. And then just you want to use a pair of pliers to snip the string. And then just get the little piece that's left in there. And remove that. And then remove that string from the bridge. Just pull out. If you want to give your fingerboard a good clean, then it's best to take all the strings off, but if you're just doing a quick change, I'd recommend changing them one at a time. Thread the new string through the bridge. And then bring the string through the tuning peg, through the hole in the tuning peg. And then if you go past the end of the tuning peg about 3 or 4 centimeters and put a bend in the string, bring that back through. If you wind the string around until that bend in the string sits on the side of the tuning peg, and then just wind a little bit more, pull tight down. And then this part here, we're going to take this round, this slack of the string, we're going to take this round tight, take it underneath the string, pull tight again, and then just lastly, grabbing hold of the string, just bring it back over the top and round the top of the peg, and then pull down, and that string should stay there now. And then we're going to wind the string on. We're going to put, if you push the string down against the headstock, and then you can either wind the string on manually by the hand, or you can use a string winder. And then just continue to wind the string round. And then by pressing it down against the body, the headstock of the guitar, that'll make the string wind down the peg. And then just tighten the string up until it's reasonably tight. And then just to finish, just get your pliers and cut the end of that string off. And the same technique for the 5th string, just bring it through the bridge at the bottom and then thread it through the tuning peg. Pull through. This time I'm going to leave a little bit more, maybe 5 centimeters, because the string is a bit thinner, so 5 centimeters or something like that. Put a bend in it, and then bring that through. Wind the string round so that that locks on the side of the peg. And just pull that down. And then you're going to take this waist end of the string here and you're going to bring that around the top underneath the string again. Underneath the string, pull tight and then take it back over the top and pull down. And then you can leave go of that. Again, press the string against the body as much as you can, and then using your string winder, wind that string on. Make sure it goes down the peg. So that string is wound down the peg, and then just tighten it up reasonably tight. And then cut the waist off the end. Same technique for the D string, bring that through the bridge and then wind it on, bring it through the tuning peg. Can leave a little bit more this time, maybe 8 centimeters or so. Put a bend in the string. And then wind that around, bring that back through. And then that's bending the string, locks on the side of the peg. Pull down. And I'm going to take this slack piece of string around, waist string underneath, and then pull and whip it back over the top. And you can leave go. Press down as before. Press down on the headstock and wind the string on. Make sure it goes down the headstock, down the tuning peg, sorry. And then just tune up so it's reasonably tight. Make sure it goes through the grooves at the bridge. And then just cut off the waist. Now for the third string, again bring that through the peg, the tuning peg at the top. On this guitar, because you've got the 3 tuning pegs on either side, you're going to have to do this one the other way around. So it's a mirror image of what we've been doing. Put the bend in this side. Then we bring that back through. Wind the peg round. And then that bend sits on the side of the peg. Pull down. And then you're going to take this piece of slack here, take it back round in the opposite direction to the way we did it before, underneath the string. It's quite awkward to get hold of these because there's no winds on them, so a little bit more awkward to get hold of. And then pull, and then take that back over the top, and then you can leave go of that. Press down against the headstock and then wind on as normal. And now for the second string, using the same technique. Push the string through the peg, and this time you can put a bend. You can leave quite a lot of slack on the string there. It's quite a thin string. Put the bend in it again, and then pull that back through. Wind that round so that the bend locks on the side of the tuning peg. Pull down, and then take that waist string around the top, keeping it tight underneath the string, and then pull tight and then whip back over the top, and you can leave go and you can wind the string on as normal. And for the last string, the top E string, same thing again. Just bring that string through. This time we can put the bend almost all the way up the string. Put that bend in, bring it back through. Wind the peg round, and then that string locks on the side of the peg. And pull down, and then bring that slack string back around, that waist string on the end, underneath. And then lastly, pull tight and then whip that back round and wind on as before. If you're changing the strings on an acoustic guitar, the chances are you'll have pins holding the strings in place on the bridge. To remove the string, first slacken and remove the string from the tuning head, and then using a string winder or a pair of pliers, carefully lever the pin out of the socket. And then remove the string. The string will just come out like that. And then when you put your new string in, just put your new string back into that socket there, and then put the pin back in, and you'll see there's a groove running down the pin, and that wants to the string wants to sit in that groove. So push the pin back in firmly, and then pull up on the string, and then just that should hold the string in place, and then you just continue to wind the string on and tune it up.